Well, hello there. I hope you're doing well. And today, I pondered what a man should do. Because a man such as myself had a choice to make today. Well, a couple of choices, and the first one, I could have streamed a different game. Second choice, I could come here, do my dailies, build some characters, and just have fun with you all guys. And the third option, the most monumental one, was to gamble. And as you know, gambling always wins. No matter the time, no matter the place, no matter the resolve, a man shall have. There's no individual strong enough out there to beat the internal demon known as gacha addiction. And as such, today, we're gonna go back to the Thunderdome. Last week, we pulled for this gentleman right here. And we got so badly shafted, I'm still mentally and physically recovering from that. In fact, that is the main reason why I still haven't released the video from last week, because I just couldn't bring myself to go back to editing, because the mental anguish they caused me was tremendous. And today, I'm hoping to redeem myself. I'm hoping the Mr. Hard Petty over here can channel his luck once and for all and grab the man much earlier this time. Well, hi there, Angel. Hi there, Kakra. Hopefully you guys doing well. Listen, Angel, I don't know what to tell you. The Spirit Jade just keep coming to me. I don't ask for them, they just keep rolling in. Okay, I think we'll probably do pulling in about an hour. First thing first, let's try to get some stamps for our man. And see if we can channel some good luck first. See how the tides are speaking to us. And after that, we're gonna go straight in. Hopefully everybody doing well. And I'm also no whale Kagra. I don't know what to tell you. In fact, I haven't even spent 1/10 of what Angel spends on a monthly basis for Wuthering Waves, So if you want to call a whale out, speak to Angel. And Angel is a special kind of whale because he doesn't spend his own money. He finds a way to dupe other people to spend money for him. Which is a hustle unlike any. Yeah, you see? What did I tell you? And you calling me a whale when Angel rolling in that oil money? Unbelievable. See, what did I tell you? Angel found the loophole of financial gain where he doesn't have to spend his own money. He can just ask other people to do it for him. Exactly, Kagura. That's why I'm telling you. You gotta learn from Angel. Clearly your call center lessons, dojo, has been teaching you well enough. You gotta get that oil money approach, I would say. Alright, let's see if we can get something good going. The thing is, I need multiple sets for... Oh man, flat attack. I was about to say that was looking pretty good before I saw the main stat. I need multiple sets because I'm pretty sure pretty much Tolson and Rangiku is going to use the same one. So I kind of need 3 of them. Pretty much, or at least 2 for now. Exactly, Kakra, exactly. That's what I'm telling you. I mean, me and Angel had a whole excursion a couple weeks ago where Angel showed me and told me about the lifestyle in the Middle East, and let me tell you, it was quite enlightening. Well, Angel, that's a big assumption. Assuming the gacha addict has a job is like assuming, you know, a billionaire doesn't have tax evasion records. It's like, it's just impossible. No, he didn't, Kakarot. I'm too privy to his ways. You kidding me? I've been on the internet longer than the Angel been alive. I know all the tricks. Attack, no, we won't. Black man. Good substats, trashy. Main stat, unbelievable. Yeah, you see, I already failed in that department, Angel. Unfortunately, luck and my name are not synonymous. Anyways, I'm hoping to get some decent stamps for him at least. I'm not looking for like perfect ones, although I do have about 66 pills that I can use. But I do want to kind of save a little bit in case I want to pull for Grimjow. Because I am deliberating whether I should, to be fair, because I'm fine with sticking with Yorishi for now. But Grimjow is one of my favorite characters, so as long as his gameplay is fun, I might cave in. Know it myself. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, Angel. Because, I mean, at least all the people that I know that are, like, earning at, like, 6 figures, shall we say, and roughly in about their, like, early 30s, late 20s, majority of them are gacha addicts. I'll tell you that much. In one way or another. Keep getting trashy main stats. Unbelievable. Listen, Kakarot. There's a difference between going all the way to hard pity and getting a character in 1/10. Do you understand that I went 3 times to hard pity on every single ban I went in so far? If you call that good luck, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, we did look at the chart, I believe last week, actually, of, like, capita-based mobile game spending. And I think China was the first, but United States was close second. So, you're not wrong in that. If you want the good treatment, you gotta go to CN service, because they know how to party. People over there treat food as, you know, merely a suggestion. Like, do you really need to eat every day? I don't think so. And neither do they. Well, I mean, they kind of pioneering that, Kakarot. You can't really fight against the best. Oh man, if that was crit raid in there, that would have been actually pretty decent. Let's keep going. Well, the thing is, America has much more people, Kagura, so you gotta consider that. Like, Japan is a pretty small country, and they third, so... It's not... And I don't think they're too far behind, because I think we looked, and it was like, US was 25 billion, and Japan was 19. And if you consider, like, per person, I'm pretty sure Japan is #1, because, you know, gacha originated there. It's like its birthplace. Because, I mean, the amount of ways they have was like I don't know if you've ever seen those like crane games. Japan takes them to a whole other level because they have whole like crane centers where you can go and try your luck on getting like exclusive limited edition like figurines, plushies, toys. I mean, you name it. Some of them even have food. It's crazy. I've been to a few of those, and it was like a theme park essentially. It was gambling. Well, I guess gambling to an extent, but like it's not really. unless there are some people there, I believe, who actually do those crane games for a living. So like there's some dudes and gals who are so good at them that they can just go in there and get like out of $50 like $200 worth of merchandise, and then just resell it online and make a killing. And I tried a couple times those claw machines, and like I just feel like I don't get the trick, because I won maybe like once out of a dozen times I tried, and it felt super coincidental, because it wasn't like I unlocked my third eye and I locked in. It was basically just dumb luck. And sometimes, you know, you feel like you're grabbing the prize and it just slips out at the very end, and you're like, man, there's gotta be a trick to this. Because I feel like those carnival games where, you know, you have to like throw a ball and like stack bottles, and most likely they're glued up. That's the kind of thing that I feel like I was dealing with there. Listen. I think if you win at least one time in a dozen, that's already pretty good, because I've seen some people over there who try to do the same thing and lose at least $100. Because every try costs like, I don't know, $3 to $5 depending on like what machine you go into. Some more expensive, but I really wanted, like, there was figurines, right? And there was like limited edition, because for those closed machines they make them specifically, so it's like you can't get them anywhere else, so you don't have a choice but go to these like claw machines and try luck. And there was a figurine of Ryuk that I thought was really cool looking, and I really wanted it. From Death Note, in case you know I'm aware. He was like him, you know, eating an apple or something. I don't remember exactly, but I really wanted it, and I spent like, I don't know, $30 to get it. And on my last try, there was a very kind like worker there, lady, which came over, and she saw me struggling. And what she did, she opened the machine and took a box and like kind of put it near the like the little dock where you drop the thing. And I feel like that's what they usually do if they see you like struggle a lot. And after that, I managed to get it. And I felt like it was cheating, but I saw that happen to other people as well, so I assume they like track your progress, and if you fail so many times, you kind of get a soft pity, essentially. And they kind of just give it to you. So, yeah. Hi there, Greg. Let's see you. Hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, DaVinci Resolve is the one I use. Were you trying to edit? I mean, if you want to edit something simple, I would recommend Flipchamp, I think it's called. It's like Microsoft-based one, and you can use it online, so you don't even have to download anything, and it's like a very basic editing software that I used to use back in the day. Because I use DaVinci Resolve because, like, the videos I make, I use a lot of, like, sound correction and, you know, light correction, all that kind of stuff. Ooh, that's kind of juicy. I think I don't need another Aizen piece, but I'll try my luck on this one, because this one looks pretty nice. Also, hi there, Jesse. Hopefully you're doing well. If you want to do just cuts, then I'll say... No, there's a free version of DaVinci Resolve. I mean, I downloaded it ages ago. Hi there, DL. Hopefully you're doing well. But that's one I'm using. I mean, you can download like Premiere as well for free. There's quite a lot of them. Unbelievable, Hakim. No hello, no goodbye. Straight away did you pull already. This man, no manners whatsoever. I haven't. And if you keep that attitude, I won't. Hi there, hopefully you're doing well. Not that long, we just started, DBL, so don't worry. We will be pulling in a second. I just try to get some good luck going by getting some of his stamps first. But we will be pulling in a second. I'm just trying to psych myself up to not get another hard pity. Because that's all I've been getting as of late. Is hard pitties left, right, center. You name it. My streak so far is 3 in a row. And I feel like, hopefully this time... Ooh, that's actually not terrible. This could be decent for him. And then after we pull again, we're probably gonna farm his stamps. We're gonna farm his core stamp. And probably even level up Tosin. Gonna get them together. See what team we can use. The main problem is I don't have a third Thrust unit until Rengiku comes out, so I'm kind of cooked for my third team for Frenzy Feast. I kind of might have to just use Gid and Tosin, and maybe throw Rahara in there and just hope that my Ichigo and Byakuya can clear the other side by themselves. But we'll see. Look, Hakim, knowing my luck with stamps, especially after yesterday, I'm just gonna be happy if I can get crit rate, crit damage. Because the thing is, I looked it up yesterday, and apparently his dots can crit. So I still think like alignment damage is obviously a good stat to have, but I still think crit rate, crit damage is probably gonna be much more needed for him. Because if it can crit, then pretty much why wouldn't you start crit damage? Because I think the multiplier on crit damages would be higher than multiplier on alignment damage. Ah, that's not good enough. Crit damage. Oh, man. Good main stats, trashy sap stats. Unbelievable. Okay, let's do 3 more. I want to get a good piece just to get a good mojo going, you know? Because that would be a sign of good luck to come. Alright, Liz. Hi there, Liz, by the way. Hopefully you're doing well. I'll take your word for it, Greg. I'll take your word for it. Hakim, actually, what team are you using for, like, your thrust right now? Because, I'm just gonna be struggling, I feel like, for Frenzy Feast, and since you cleared on 90k, I'm just curious what you did. Did you use, like, Sergeant or something? Just for shield? Hi there, Nigel. Hopefully you're doing well. Glad to see you. I also caved in yesterday after stream, I'll show you. And, since we couldn't get, like, a really decent piece for my Byakuya on his right side, I caved in and leveled up the flat attack one that we had. And as luck would have it, I got one of the best pieces I possibly could in that. Never happens on the really good main stat, but as soon as I roll subpar one, I always get the best luck. And just par for the course. Let me see if there's anything here. Slash. Great, okay. Because let me show you this. Because I just went straight to level 20. Because I just didn't feel like farming more for him. Because I already spent like 40 pills for him and it was just not worth it. So I got this. And I rolled it twice in crit damage and one time in crit rate. And I was like, yeah, I'll give you that. Absolutely no worries, Angel. I'll catch you in a bit. So my Byakuya is actually pretty well built now. Like, I got 2 crit damage, 1 attack here. I got 1 attack, 2 crit damage and slash. 1 crit rate, 1 crit damage. Like, I feel like his build is probably the best. Like, he gets 47% crit rate, 120% crit damage. So he's kind of cooking. And what do you use for slasher? Do you use, like, what's her name? Yachiru? Because I know she's kind of, like, subpar version of Kisuke, essentially. But, I don't know, I just didn't really feel like building her, to be honest, because she will get replayed. I mean, I'm gonna use Kisuke anyway for future slasher team as soon as we get more supports. I just didn't feel like building her, to be honest. I see, so you did use Yachiru. Fair enough. I know, Hakim, but, like, I'm just saying, I don't want to waste resources right now. Like, I'm already struggling as is. I'll just have Copium in me. The Rengiku's gonna come out with Grimjow. And if she doesn't, I'm gonna be kind of cooked. And another reason why I decided to pull for Gin is that I have a very sneaky suspicion that as soon as Grimjow comes out, his set is going to be better on Yoruichi than Yoruichi's set on her right now. So that's why I didn't feel like farming for Strike Team today. Oh, is she like Momo? Alright, I'll just probably get her to like level 60 or something. And just let her do her thing. Because I leveled up her skills like early game a little bit. Not much, but should be good enough, I think. Alright. Hopefully we can get some good luck going today. Because I was deliberating whether I should pull for Gin or not, considering we already got him on my free-to-play account, but I was like, you know, I just looked at my account, and the shiny bald head of Ikako was staring me in the face, and, you know, I looked at him, he looked at me, and we both nodded at each other, knowing that we'll never cross paths ever again. And, because of that, I was like, you know what? Gin it is. Okay. Nothing too exciting. Okay, Greg. We'll do the pulling in a second. After this run, we'll go straight into it. I don't know yet if I'm gonna make like a separate video about this, or if I'm just gonna include it at the end. Will kind of depend how far we're gonna go. If we're gonna get him in 110 pull, I'm just gonna include it because I've been editing here and there. I still need to like finalize it, which I'll probably release it at some point next week. Before weekends, depending on how much time I have. Because I was hoping to release it this Friday, but I just didn't have the time to edit as much as I wanted to. So that's kind of still in the woodworks. I pre-made thumbnail and everything, but it just takes a little while. Because the video itself is like 18 minutes, so I have to cut it down. It's a bit much. I'll look it up for you later, Greg, because I don't remember where I downloaded it, but I'm pretty sure it's just official website. And to be fair, the version that I'm using is not like the latest one, because that was a free one and I didn't want to update it in case they paywalled like some features that I was using. As I said, just try to Google Clipchamp for now, and it's a free one. Browser-based, that's what I used to use. It's super simple, and like it does have relatively easy to understand interior, so you shouldn't really struggle with it too much. Okay. What do you mean, why? Why? Give me a reason, Hakim. Okay, hold up. You can't just say that. Is there a reason why I should be streaming in February? Is somebody exciting coming? Am I not aware of something going on? I never even heard of that one, to be honest, Greg. Alright. I think we're gonna go straight into it. You know, no time like the pro... Ah, Vodka. I see. Well, I'll consider coming to Genshin depending on how fun he is. You know, I'll maybe do a one-off stream just to get him. Because it has been a minute. Hi there, Genesis. Hopefully doing well. My best characters are probably my Toshiro and... I mean, it's kind of between these three, really. Because all of them are relatively well built. So between Ichigo, Aizen, and Toshiro, I'd say my Byakuya and Kisuke built decent, but not like the greatest. Okay, let me compose myself. Let me do my signature intro, and we're gonna go roll with it. No, I don't want to get spoiled, Greg. I don't want to get spoiled. All right, let me do the thing. Okay. I'll get some water first, and then we're gonna go straight into it. I know, Hakim. Give me a second. Alright. I'll do an intro, just in case, you know... 80 out of 80, Hakim, don't you dare. Don't you dare. I swear to God. That's pretty nice, Corey. Pretty nice. Hi there, by the way. Hopefully doing well. Okay, so let's do the thing that we usually do. I'll take away the chat just for a second until when we summon. This might be the shortest, you know, summoning session in the world, or the longest. One of the two, and I'm hoping it's a former. Alright, let me just make sure the recording is working fine. Okay. Yep, this is all fine. Okay. So you sit back, relax, guys, and let's do some gambling. I mean, you know, pulling, which might as well be gambling. All right. I think that's all working. Let me just test it. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's all fine. Okay. Listen, Liz. Sometimes I have to put you guys on timeout. Be in your best behavior, guys. I need all the luck I can get. And let's get in 110 pull and be done with it. As a wise man once said, to pull or not to pull is the greatest question any man or woman had the pleasure and the destiny to ask themselves once upon a time. And today, we're gonna ask that question. Yet, the answer is already right before us. And that is to always pull. Last time, we pulled for the man, the myth, the white snake himself, Ichimaru. And he left us in despair, broken, shattered, mentally and physically. I'm still recovering to this day. Yet, what better way to recover from trauma than to come back to set trauma yet again. As today, we're gonna pull once more for this gentleman right before our very own eyes. And this time, Mr. Hard Pity over here is gonna redeem himself once and for all. As such, let's begin. Can we do 110 pull? The answer will never be yes. I will never escape the curse of hot pity! I knew I shouldn't have pulled today. Were you back at it again? Can't have summoning session without it. Second temple. Not there yet again. Well, this is a emerging pattern over here. Chad, very nice to see you. Third temple. Nothing yet again. Well, Ichigo, I would like to have a private conversation with you in regards to where all my luck went. Because I feel like I'm being duped right now. I was promised the best luck this world has ever seen, and all I'm getting is despair. And I don't like that. Fourth temple. Okay, you know what? Okay, this is already better than what it was before. 40 pulls, I'll take it. We might have a slight chance of getting a double as well. I know I say it every time, yet we never get it. But this might be a rare case when I manifest good things. Said good things might involve chat as well. There we go. Gin acquired. And just like that, the curse of hot pity has been broken! Let's go! Yet, is there a second one? I'm awaiting. Gin, could you do Mana Solid? Okay, you know what? It's fine. At least we go again. We didn't go to hot pity, and that's all I can ask of. There will be a day in the future, maybe, when I will get a character on first temple. So today is not today. Unless... the luck is here! Let's go! This is what I'm talking about! Let's go! Nice. 50 pulls, full Gin. That's exactly what I wanted. And in fact, we might get two. Ooh, look at that. Beautiful. Is there a second one? Probably not. Okay. And just like that, the luck has finally turned around! We've finally broken the curse. With our powers combined, just like Goku channeling the spirit bomb of luck, we managed to conquer Ichimaru himself. I think this time I'll pass on the offer of the century. I feel pretty good, and I feel like I can get his stamp as well. So thank you, Con, but no thank you. And just like that, we came, we saw, and we conquered. Gin has finally answered our prayers and calls, and arrived in a swift 50 pulls. We managed to save 70 pulls one way or another this time, and I call that a big W. As such, I hope your pulls went just as great, if not better. I hope Gin answered your call. And remember, those that pray to the almighty gacha gods on a daily basis shall be rewarded for their eternal loyalty, just like we got rewarded with a beautiful, handsome gentleman right before us today. As such, I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching, and may the gacha gods look upon you wherever you go. Until next time. Alright. Well, that went really well, isn't it? Finally. That's all I ever wanted, was to not get to hard pity. There we go. And it's gonna be a pretty short video. I might actually include it just at the end of the previous one that we're gonna do. You might get 2 videos. I don't know. I'll have to see how long it was. To be honest, I don't think it was that long. I think it was like 7 minutes or something, probably. Let me just check that. Yeah, it was like 6 minutes. So I don't think it's worthwhile making it a full video. I'll probably just add it as a little Easter egg at the end. So you guys getting a sneak peek. Okay. So that's sorted now. Now, nope. I'm not going for B1. Listen, DBL. I'm not testing my luck. I already got all the luck I probably will have for the next, year. Okay? I don't need... And Greg, I'll understand that it was your doing one way or another, and for such, I thank you for your service. Core stamps? I mean, I can if you want guys to see it. I don't know. I'd assume people only care about the polls. If you think it's worthwhile recording the core stamps as well, I can definitely do it. I think what we're gonna do... Listen, Kakarot. I wasn't slandering. I was saying that the man was slacking off, and clearly today he came with the best luck. Because, I mean... 50 pulls to get full gain, and actually probably less, because how much did we get? We actually got his stamp in like 5 pulls, I guess. And Gin himself in like 36 as well, so we essentially got him in 40 pulls altogether. So you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. Greg, as always, coming in clutch. Alright. So now, we're gonna build Gin. Actually, yeah, I think we'll farm his stamps first, and then go for core stamp. Hopefully the luck train can continue, and we can get some good stamps going. And then we'll test our luck in, you know, core stamps, and afterwards we'll build a thrust team and see how they fare in the frenzy battle. Frenzy feast, rather. And against Yami as well, I guess. As I said, Hakim, the only, like, at the beginning of this game, I had crazy luck because I literally pulled Ichigo and his weapon in like 110 pull, essentially, worth of summons. Because I got him on rerolling, and then I got his weapon in like 5 pulls, on 10 pull. And then we got Keyschare, I think on the second day, courtesy to Greg. And then we got his weapon in 110 pull, and then we got Byakuya's weapon in 110 pull. So, at the beginning, I had crazy luck going. Which probably wasn't anything to do with my own luck. But after that, there was like a streak of bad luck where I was hard pity after hard pity after hard pity. In fact, even Bald Man showed up. So you know that I was cursed. But I guess this might be a turning point. This might be when we redeem ourselves, finally. Look, Hakim, you're not the one to speak, Mr. Getting 4 Aizen weapons into 10 pulls. Unbelievable, this guy. Thank you, Liz, I appreciate it. If I reach level 70, that'd be kinda nice, because then I can level up all my characters to level 100, which would be cool. But I feel like level 69 speaking to me, you know? Something about that mystical number is just very exciting to me. I don't know what it is. Well, I rerolled mostly because we were doing it on stream. I did it for the content. If I did it by myself, so if you guys haven't watched the reroll stream, which was at the beginning of this game, I spent about 20 hours rerolling for Ichigo. Now, the reason why I spent 20 hours is because I wanted not just Ichigo. I got greedy and I wanted both Ichigo or Byakuya with Kisuke. Like, one of the two. With Ichigo. And I think my first 3 rerolls, I got Ichigo back to back to back. But I got Ikkaku on every single one of them. And that was the luckiest / unluckiest rerolling of my life, because I never had that happen to me before. Usually I would get like 1 after 20 rerolls or something if I get lucky, but no 3 back to back to back. And if I, you know, valued my own sanity, I probably would have stopped right there and just continued with the count, but that's not the kind of man I am. That's not the kind of man I am. So I proceeded to reroll for the first day. I think we did like 10 hours, and the second day we did about 10 hours as well. And at the end of the stream, I actually didn't manage to get Kisuke or Byakuya, but I did get Tosen. And I was like, you know what? Tosen is good enough, and I'll just stick with him. And then the second stream that we did, I think it was on was it on Sunday? No, it was next week, I believe, because I played on the account, and then next week, I think on Saturday, was when I streamed again, and on that stream, at the end, I think, from memory, Greg just showed up and he was like, can you do a 10 pull for me? And you know me, when somebody asks me to do a 10 pull, I can't say no. The gacha addiction is too strong for me to deny the request. And I did a 10 pull in the standard banner, 0 pity. And what would you know, Kisuke showed up. And then the next day, on Sunday, I think it was Kakarot who asked me to pull for Ichigo's weapon. And I was like, you know what, fair enough. I pulled it, got on 1 10 pull. And then at the end of that stream, I think Greg showed up again and he was like, the luck is looking pretty good. And basically I pulled again, got Kisuke's weapon, and then Byakuya's weapon back to back as well. So my beginning of this game was pretty good. Listen, Liz, the man is in denial. Don't listen. He's still clearly asleep. His eyes might be wide awake, but clearly his mind is still asleep. Listen, Hakim, look. I believe that every streak of bad luck has its purpose in life. And you know, maybe those 3 hard pities that I went through were all leading to this point right here. And as such, you know, I should be grateful for it. Because at least, at the bare minimum, I can say that I got some luck going for me this time. That's all I can ask for. That's pretty decent, Justin. I mean, to be fair, you don't need every single character, because, like, the thing is, the only realistic places that you need multiple teams built is Frenzy Feast, but, like, you shouldn't be too stressed about it. At the end of the day, there will be plenty of chances to get new characters. And for, like, ranking events, the trial characters are actually really, really good. So, like, you don't need them for that either. You can just use trial characters, because on last Aizen event, I got to top 20 on pretty much every single stage, like Gin, Tosen, and Aizen, with just trial characters. So it is possible. It does take a little bit of trial and error, but, like, you don't need to build teams, really. Unless you want to, like, do high-end content, like Frenzy Feast on the highest level, or, you know, Trial Tower, and, like, raid battles, all that. Just enjoy the game, and basically, if you like the character, pull for them. If you don't feel bothered. Okay, defense, no we won't. HP, no we won't either. I think for me personally, after Grimjaw, I might not pull anyone until, like, Hollow Ichigo, to be honest. Because the thing is, to me, I just don't really feel like you need to after that. Because the thing is, You can make an argument that you don't even have to pull for Grimjaw if you have Yorichi, because Yorichi is good enough. But, like, Grimjaw is, like, one of my personal favorite characters. I just really like him, so I feel like I will cave in. For now, I have the mentality that I'm not gonna pull him, but I know the mentality is not gonna last. So I'm just giving you a heads up that we will be most likely pulling for him. You see, Kenny is a tricky one because I originally thought that Kenny would be like the second unit that releases before Toshiro. And like, if Kenny was one of the first, I would have pulled him no questions asked. But right now, I just don't think I need him either. I probably will get him on a free-to-play account because I still want to play around with him, but like, I don't need him, you know? And whenever I play gacha games and there's like new characters, I always look at my account and be like, okay, do I need it? Wow, Liz been grinding, unbelievable. Top 25? Look at this woman. And she complains that she doesn't know how to play games. Unbelievable. All the league trial and error paying off finally. That's pretty nice, Liz. I'm proud of you. Go for top 3, you know? Show those whales what you made of. Oh, man. I need thrust damage, though. So yeah, I'm probably gonna sit tight after Grimjaw, because I feel like as long as you have DPSs for every single typing, if you like played from the beginning and you got Ichigo, you got Toshiro, you got, you know, Gin, and you will be pulling for Grimjaw, at that point you really don't need anyone, to be honest. Hakib, what are you trying to say here? Do you understand who you're speaking to right now? Once upon a time, I reached one of the highest pinnacles of League of Legends. Do you understand that? I was once upon a time ranked in top 1,000 players worldwide. Do you understand what kind of man you're speaking to? Can I do it right now? Absolutely not. However, in my prime, I did. And as such, I will never forget it. And I will hold it as a mantle over anybody's head who questions my gaming prowess. To be honest, I don't care. It is what it is. Nowadays, I'm not that great at games, to be fair. I'm decent, but like, back when I was, you know, in high school, I was like playing Souls games all the time. I was playing League, you know, I was the top of the food chain gamer. And now, I'm just a mere shell of my former self. How long my prime was? Well, that's a good question, isn't it? Man, 2 crit damage, crit rate pieces, and both trashiest main stands. Unbelievable. My prime was probably about 10 years ago, so about a decade ago. But let me tell you, when I was in my prime, oh, you would have seen an Apex gamer right there. I mean, that was the time when I used to grind, like, WoW a lot. League, I still was playing, like, on and off. I wasn't playing as hardcore, because I kind of quit at the age of, like, 13, 14, like, playing it actually hardcore, and I was just playing more casually. But, oof. Hi there, Greg. Hopefully doing well. I mean, just play the game, to be honest. There's no really any other way to level up. I was playing since day 3 of the game launch, so I had quite a lot of, you know, time to grind. What do you mean that's a minute ago? 10 years is merely a dust, a speck of dust in an eternal wind of time. You might have as well happened yesterday. But yeah, I used to play like Souls games a lot. Bloodborne, I used to be a big Bloodborne fan. I finished it fully 100%ed it, all the bosses as well. Dark Souls as well. I even played Demon Souls back in the day. I'm sure not even... Some of you people probably don't even know what that game is. That's like a Souls progenitor, if you will. But like, as of late, I tried Elden Ring like a year ago. And man, my dexterity deteriorated so much that I struggled more than I would like to admit. I barely finished it. I didn't play DLC, but I barely finished the main game, and after that I was sweating. And I was like, man, I guess I lost it. My gaming prowess already not on the same level as it used to be. Unfortunate. But it is what it is. Such is life. Listen, Liz, I haven't played League, seriously, probably at the bare minimum, I want to say 9 years. So, I'm pretty sure, considering you playing much regularly than I do, you probably would win against me. Unless I play as a Zed or Yasuo. Because if I play as either one, I'm gonna get pentakill immediately, because some things, they don't get rusty. Because I came back to League, like, last winter, and just because I had nothing better to do, and, you know, it's kind of sad to say, because, you know, going back to League because you have nothing better to do says a lot. About myself and about the time frame that I was in. And, I got decent, like, win streaks with my Yasuo. I had, like, I did a couple pentakills here and there, Zed as well, but as soon as I was forced to play anybody else, I would be lucky if I wasn't feeding, basically. So, yeah. I'm not quite on the same level I was. Ooh, this might be decent for Torsen. Because Torsen does need ultimate recharge rate. So I think for him this will be pretty good. Well, it does have pretty challenging combat, I'd say. I mean, I made it more challenging for myself because I decided to beat the entire game before with Ji-Yun. And I did so like half a year ago. I came back to Wuthering Waves and I was like, you know what? I want to beat this game and everything it has to offer just with Ji-Yun and Jinchi, because Jinchi was my second DPS. And I built them essentially as good as I possibly could have. And I did complete everything. Nowadays I probably wouldn't be able to, because I had the new stuff is pretty difficult, but I don't know. I just really like the idea of using old characters to beat the hardest content, because it doesn't take much of a, you know, skill, I'd say, to use the newest ones to speedrun through the hard, challenging stuff. But doing it with old characters now, that's where skill comes in to play. Yeah, Liz, but better question, when did you stop playing solo queue? Because that's where the true skill comes in. Evading angry 12-year-olds screaming at you in chat, that's a true battle right there. Man, nothing too exciting. Okay, let's keep going. Because let me tell you something, playing League and playing Ranked League is two different beasts, shall we say. Because casual League is not exactly the same as playing, especially in low elo. God forbid you play in Bronze or Silver, I mean, you might as well be signing a death sentence for your sanity. And that is why I quit. Because, I mean, at some point, I was playing League like a second job, essentially, at the age of 15. And, like, 14. And, I would play, like, 8 hours a day just to keep, like, staying in Diamond or Masters, depending on where I was at the time. And, it just wasn't fun. And a lot of people that I used to play with quit as well, so the allure that I once had when I first discovered the game was long gone. Because the difference between playing with your friends and playing with random people is staggering, as you could imagine. And the latter is quite challenging, shall we say. Well, we briefly touched up on it, and we were mostly talking about League, but Elden Ring as well, I guess. Did you beat the main game while you're playing the DLC? Because I heard the DLC is actually much harder than the main game. I didn't have the patience to try it, to be honest. Because I value my sanity too much. Well, Liz, that's 4 times more than I did. And the year started literally like 3 weeks ago, so you already played it 4 more times than I have. And also, didn't you say they used to play on your phone as well? I see you, Joyce. I mean, I just don't have the time, Hakim, to be honest with you. Because Souls games is one of those things where you have to, like, dedicate a few days of non-stop trying bosses over and over again. It's equivalent to, like, bashing your head against a nearest wall until it breaks. Because, you know, it's very methodical. You know, you die, you try again. You die, you try again. And after dying like 100 times, that's when you finally be like, okay, I think I know what I'm doing. Only to die again and then, you know, trial and error yet again. That's pretty much Souls games in a nutshell. And I used to love that process. I used to do it religiously. Man, what is up with flat attack? It's like such good substat, but flat attack. Oh, man. Defend. God. Now this is just trolling me. Unbelievable. I see, Liz, I see. You stop playing it or were you forced to? I know 3 in a row, crit rate, crit damage, and all of them flat stats. Great. Wonderful. Because I valued my sanity, Liz. You gotta understand, the playing Souls games, it's one of those things where you have to give 110% of your concentration in order to actually beat the bosses. And it wouldn't be the fun game to stream, to be honest. At least not for me, because I would just be there, you know, huffing and puffing, trying to beat the same boss for like 3 hours. And it's just not good content. I'd much rather, you know, have a much more chill time where I can, you know, chat with you guys, have some fun, you know, maybe sweat a little bit here and there, but nothing too extreme, you know? Because that's, I feel like, more fun, in the long run, at least. I might change my mind in the future, but for now, that's just how it is. Yeah, definitely, Hakim, definitely. You know, when Yamamoto's gonna get released, he's gonna scale only of defense. Because, you know, he's all about defending Seirei, and he's the greatest defender of them all. And trust me, when he does release, ooh, his defense is gonna be through the roof with me around. Hi there, Segdu. Hopefully you're doing well. That's a quiet transition. I mean, to be fair, I feel like the longer you play games, the more you realize that, like, being a tryhard in a game is not as fun as just enjoying the game. Because I definitely was a tryhard before, especially in my high school days. I was playing games not for enjoyment, but to prove a point that I could beat them. And I feel like sometimes that's fun, but more time than not, you gotta realize that it kind of feels more like a chore rather than an enjoyable pastime. And especially now that I'm 25, I just can't be bothered to, like, spend a full day grinding a very difficult game. Because I just don't see a point in it. Unless it's like a game I care about, then maybe. But if I just do it for the sake of beating it, it's just not it for me anymore, Chief. Just not the same. I lost that drive of competitiveness that I used to have. Nowadays, I'm more about, you know, just have fun, enjoy yourself, have a good time, have a couple laughs here and there. And that's about it. I never play Valorant personally. Man, slash damage. Hate to see it. I never played any FPS games, so I don't have a horse in their race, shall we say. But I did see you guys losing your mind about some of them. Yeah, you see, at certain point, when you take a game like super seriously, especially if it's like a competitive game, like League or Valorant, it just stops being fun unless you're doing it for like as a job, I guess. Because if you're just doing it as a hobby, at that point, it just, I don't feel like it's worth it. Because I mean, the glorification of, you know, being on a leaderboard might give you like a slight high that might last a little bit. By the end of the day, if in order to achieve said high, you need to spend like majority of your free time grinding the same game over and over again, I don't think it's just worth it. Ooh. The good old boosted accusations. Trust me, I've been there. I've been there many of times. Or you don't have a pentakill on your on this game. Well, you might as well have your account boosted. How do you reach masters if you can't even, you know, keep your lane? Meanwhile, you're playing against somebody that probably much more skillful than you are. And you're like, well, I'm trying my best. It's like, well, you're not trying hard enough, clearly. Now are you? I'll keep this one because it's really good, but man, flat attack, I want to know what the difference in stats between like flat attack and percentage attack. Because if it's not that high, I might just use this one. I mean, Angel, I feel like the thing is, Faker is not just good at League. Like, he actually has, his brain works in a very unique way where he actually just good at very, like, challenging games in general. Because I don't know if you ever watch his streams. A lot of the times when he's waiting for, like, League games, he actually plays some sort of, like, very obscure rage game on the side just to keep his brain engaged. And that's a kind of mentality that I don't think I personally would have had. And I don't think you would have either. It's like, it takes a very special kind of individual. And somebody that has ADHD, trust me, I can relate to an extent, but even I wouldn't be able to do it. At like peak of my ADHD, even I wouldn't be able to like wait for a ranked League game and just play another game on the side. Because that's just extreme to me. Yes, Liz, I'm listening. What happened? Did your account get banned because you were using VPN? And Almighty Riot decided that that's not the kind of game they should be playing. Man, drop my phone. Yeah. Listen, Liz. When I used to play Yasuo, I never pinged anybody. I didn't care. I just like the character. It's not my fault. There are a lot of people that play with him unhinged. I didn't do it, so it's not my fault. I see Angel making the wise decisions. Very nice, very nice. Listen, Liz. Tell me who your main is, and I'll tell you what kind of flag you are. Because let me tell you something. Just because you think Yasuo is bad, it depends on who you play. This woman comes out and says she plays Lux, and then just be like, oh yeah, I play Lux? Well, shows what you know then. Who's a red flag now, huh? To be honest, when I used to play League, the one character I always banned, no matter what, was Blitzcrank. Even if I wasn't playing on the bottom lane, just because I didn't want to deal with it. Because Blitzcrank is so annoying. I swear, every time I played Jhin, he was just a bane of my existence. Well, who is it then, Liz? Who is it? Because before you start judging me, let's put the cards on the table. Let's see what you cooking over there, huh? If you're brave enough, that is. No, it isn't, Kakarot, it isn't. It's derivation of light. Because when I was thinking of my username, I originally just had light, and then I was like, okay, let's make it a little bit more palatable. And I was like, well, I'm pretty relaxed, I'm pretty chill, so Lax feels pretty nice. And what's synonymous of light? Well, it's Lux. Like Lumos and all that stuff, you know? And that's just how it is. I never even played with Lux in League. Hi there, Draven. Hopefully you're doing well. Well, it just, it sounded pretty nice, you know? I wanted to come up with a pretty catchy name. Pretty much, Kakra, pretty much. I didn't have a lot of, like, thought behind it. I wasn't, like, cooking in the lab being like, okay, let's think of my username. It just kinda, you know, appeared out of nowhere, and I was like, good enough. Good enough. Ah, man. Just career alignment. Not quite what I'm looking for. But yes, it is exactly what I did. In fact, I think I did it relatively early as well, because I'm pretty sure it was still at a time when I used to use like Xiao profile pic, and I still had like little Xiao in the corner. I mean, you're not incorrect on that one, Angel. When it comes to toes, I'd rather not see them. Oh, it's fine, Draven. Don't worry about it. I am not on global, unfortunately, Sanctu. I'm on an A server because, for whatever reason, Almighty Crunchyroll looked at the map and they seen UK on the map and they were like, well, that's part of North America, isn't it? And, you know, ever since that day, I was bound to be with the Freedom Land. Not by choice, but by circumstances. And that's just how it is. That's just how it is. Too exciting for now. I never actually played a single GTA, to be honest. It just wasn't really my kind of game. I was always an RPG guy. I never played a single GTA game. Yeah, as I said, Segdu, I have no idea why I decided to put us on NA, but I guess now we're part of Freedom Land. It is how it is, Kagura. It is how it is. I never played a single GTA game. In fact, I confessed to this before, but I guess I'll confess again, since, you know, we telling the truth now. I never played a single GTA game, and I also never played a single Nintendo game, in general. I know. Just how it is, you know, that's just growing up in Eastern Europe. It's just life for you. I was scraping by, trying to get any game I could. And also I played on PC as well, for pretty much ever since I was 6. I only ever had one console in my time, which was PS2 when I was like 10 or something. So I was never a console gamer, personally. I always... Every time. I was always a good old, you know, PC enthusiast. I mean, might as well, Haki, might as well. Why not? There's never time like the present for gambling. Well, it wasn't like the best PC in the world, it also was a gift. My uncle bought me one. So, it was a good old Windows XP, you know, the premium quality. And the games I used to play was like, you know, the bug and bin kind of games where you have like 10 in 1? That's the kind of games I'm talking about here, you know, like SpongeBob games, offshoot like Toy Story games, some weird, you know, Nickelodeon games. That's the kind of quality we're talking about here. Listen, Angel. Why would you bring the age up? Just because you didn't have the privilege and the absolute honor of experiencing Windows XP, how is that my fault? Sadvik, you experienced Windows XP as well. What are you talking about? Unbelievable, this man. 2 years younger than me and he thinks he's still hip and cool. Unbelievable. Hi there, by the way. Hopefully you're well. I'm not. These guys just like to pretend that I am. I am a cool, hip, you know, gentleman in the early prime of merely 60 years old, you know? I'm still kicking it. Well, it is what it is. Now listen, when it comes to age, it's all about how much you know, rather how long you lived. And I know a lot of things. And you know, some people age like fine wine. I age like spoiled cheese. At first, you might think that, you know, everything is okay on the outside, but as soon as you try to get on the inside, that's when you find the hidden mold. Well, I mean, Kagura, how could I know? Liz was right there, you know, chucking fireballs like nobody's business. Slash damage, come on. Okay, let's keep going. Listen, Hakeem. Every stream there's an obligatory slander Lux hour, and I feel like Liz just joining in on the fun. Don't worry, we'll switch to Liz at some point. It's inevitable. I feel like at this point we can make like a bingo card of Lux's streams, and you know, one of them was to slander Lux, the second one to make sure that Liz knows that she's the oldest individual to ever exist. You know, the third one would be Lux to mention his height. The fourth one would be something like, you know, Lux going on a random food tangent. Tangent, rather. And so on and so forth. Hi there, Cuckoo. Hopefully doing well. Yeah. Tossing seals now for Gin. That's why I feel like if you guys actually thinking of farming strike seals right now for Yorichi, I would actually hold off until Grimjaw comes out, because it could be the same situation where his seal set, or stomp set rather, will become Yorichi's best in slot, even if you don't pull for Grimjaw. Because it looks like they're gonna release... Oh, man, Slash again. Come on, just give me Thrust. His set might be the best in slot for Yorichi as well. No. No, Draven. She isn't. You kidding me? That's the kind of curse I wouldn't be able to bear. She's already permeating my existence far enough. I don't think we need to officially establish that. Angel, I know what you're talking about, but I just wish them not to acknowledge it. Because I want you to feel shame for saying that first. Oof, Kakarot's coming straight for the jugular, unbelievable. Angel, you gotta realize that the only two people in this chat who read manhwa as much as you is probably me and maybe Liz to a certain extent. Everybody else is a very average enjoyer of manhwas. So you gotta realize the majority of the reference you give, only I will get. And I will choose to ignore them. Just for the sake of awkwardness, settling in. My favorite anime? It's between Code Geass and Death Note, and it's kind of interchangeable, to be honest. Because I love Death Note to death, no pun intended, but the thing is, sometimes, like, Code Geass has a very special place in my heart, because, you know, it's about Britannia, it's about conquering the world, and, you know, as a Brit, it's very near and dear to my heart. Just kidding, just kidding. But, you know, Code Geass is just a very special existence as well for me. But I'd say it's between two of them, and depending on the day you ask me, it could be either one, really. Solo leveling. I mean, to be fair, Solo Leveling was my first manhwa I ever read as well, sadly. No. God of High School was. Unless... Is God of High School considered a webtoon and not a manhwa? Because I remember in, like, very distant 2016, I discovered God of High School. And the God of High School led me to Solo Leveling, and Solo Leveling led me to Elusive. And after that, that's when I go into, like, manhwa in general. I mean, to me, I didn't even know manhwa was a thing, because before I only knew manga. As I said before, I discovered God of High School, and I think the way I discovered God of High School was because a very long... Ah, man, I saw it was crit damage there. A very long time ago, they made like a very short promotional video for God of High School, I believe. Like, we're talking distant 2015 or something. And I remember somebody in the comments of that video said, oh, there's Webtoon. And I was like, what is that? Because I've never seen it before. And they posted like a link there as well, so I clicked on it, you know, against my better judgment. Because I usually never click on links. Especially in YouTube video comments, I mean, come on. That's asking for trouble. But I clicked on it, and it took me to like a website with God of High School manhwa, and I was like, okay, let's see what this is about. Because before I only read manga, and it was the first time when I seen a colored version of it, and it was different style completely, because, you know, manga has panels, but this was the first time where I've just seen, you know, in the sequence images, like one after another, spaced out by like white space, essentially. So it was a very different experience. And that was the genesis. And now I pretty much read every single cultivation manhwa in existence, and I'm pretty sure I read, at the bare minimum, I'd say 70% of all the manhwa in the world. That's how addicted I was for the past, like 9 years or so. I have watched Bleach. Bleach is, Bleach would be probably my top 3 as well. Not because I think it's one of the best animes out there, it's just nostalgia's sake. And also because every single character in Bleach I just like. So for me personally, it would be in top 3, but I do understand that, like, if you take it in the grand scheme of anime in general, it probably wouldn't even enter top 10, like, realistically speaking, but for me, it's top 3. BL is a very special genre that involves two gentlemen getting a little bit too close to each other, shall we say. $4,000 chapters. That's on the level of Marshall Pick. Unbelievable. $4,000 chapters in 1.5 years is nothing to me, Kakarot. Because let me tell you something. Once upon a time, I used to read at the bare minimum like 200 to 300 chapters of different manhwas a day. A day. So, to me, those stats are nothing. If you combine everything I ever read, it's probably in 5 digits at this point. Chapter-wise, like, at certain times I've been like literally doing nothing but reading manhwa. Like, day in, day out. My record, I think in one day, I spent reading Marshall Peak, I believe, and I think I did like 800 chapters in one day. Just going straight in, you know, no breaks, just continuous reading. I don't know, Draven. That's for guys in chat to decide and for you to find out. Personally, I'm not, but there's nothing wrong with that. I just like to appreciate a fine, you know, handsome gentleman from a distance occasionally. Kakarot, speak for yourself. As I said before, I'm merely admiring, and nothing else. 200 is not too bad. I mean, it really depends if you take like Chinese manhwas or Korean manhwas, because the difference is very staggering in the length. Because when I'm saying like 800 chapters, in Chinese manhwas, if you convert it into Korean equivalent, that's probably like 250 maybe chapters at tops. Because usually the length of Chinese manhwas is at the bare minimum twice as less, if not 3 to 4 times. Sometimes it's only like 5-6 panels long. And depending on what manhwas you're reading as well, some of them actually really, really long. Listen, Angel, it's not 2 panels, it's more than that. It's like 8 or something, but still. Listen, Sadvik, don't expose me like that. Unbelievable. You're supposed to be on my side. I mean, Liz, you can give me a confession if you would like. Go on, I'm listening. I'm surprised you even remember that, Kakura. Unbelievable. That's a deep cut reference if I've ever seen one. Man, nothing too exciting. I did make a post where I said we were coming for Aizen. To get him, that is. I believe was a direct quote. Or something along those lines. I like to, you know, insinuate my jokes rather than being crude about it, Draven. Because that makes it more fun. And to be fair, Angel, I mean, you the Guna president over here, you know? There's nobody quite like you. So in fact, you should be defending your honor against these heathens. And not me, because I have nothing to prove, but you on the other hand. I mean, how much did you play Zenless on Zero lately? Because that's pretty much all people need to know. I wasn't denying it, Kagura. I did say that it was just a pretty obscure reference, that's all. Man. Let's go again. I think you told me that before, Liz. And I mean, I'm not mad about it. Because the thing is, if you don't know that I'm joking about things I joke about, I could see how you could think that. So it's absolutely fine. I'm unfortunately not, you know? If I was, I mean, life would be so much easier. Because then I wouldn't have to justify my interest, shall we say. I mean, you know, sometimes they find an individual Draven that they really like, And, you know, one thing leads to another. And the next thing you know, they become a couple. That's just how it is. Strike. Oh, man. So close here so far. Let's keep going. I need a really decent thrust piece for him. That's kind of all I need, because I think we'll go okay-ish. Crit rate one and attack one. Do the chat freeze again? Yeah. Every time, man. Okay, hold up. Hold up. Let me just quickly... I think you guys broke the chat. The slander was too great for the chat to handle. Give me a second, I'll fix it. There we go. I fixed it for you guys. Don't you worry, Mr. IT man over here. Back at it again. Don't you worry, I got you. Man, spirit damage? HP percent? Come on. I'm playing on a LD player. Which I would suggest personally as well. Also hi there, by the way. Hopefully doing well. To be honest, I like Yorichi, Byakuya, and Ichigo. I'd say the best one is obviously Ichigo out of them. The thing is, if you just started playing, Byakuya is a good character, but Ulquiorra will probably replace him when he comes out. And I think he probably will come out after Grimjo. So I like him, but I wouldn't say he's a must-have. And Yorichi is just a very solid DPS. She does require quite a lot of uptime, so if you're not really into that, you probably should wait for Grimjo. But all three, I'd say, literally every single standard unit besides Ikkaku is good. Like, you can use them for a long time. Ikkaku has just been done dirty because his multipliers are dirt low. Like, you just really can't do anything with it. Listen, Liz. I become, you know, a philosopher, an AT specialist, a streamer, everything in one. Soon I'll become a therapist. I'm a jack of all trades, if you will. There's my thrust damage, not on the right piece, though. Hi, Desalina. Great to see you. Hopefully doing well. Also, I don't drink, unfortunately, so I think you might have mistaken me for somebody else. Listen, Gagrush, we already been through this. Unbelievable. You're still bringing it up? This man. Nah, it's fine, Celine. No worries, no worries. I don't think I ever been to actual bar, to be fair. The only time I drank, like, alcohol, I believe was on my 18th birthday. And after that, the only times I really had liquor was, like, on New Year's Eve, maybe if I had, like, a glass of champagne. Or very, very rare, like, glass of wine. Other than that, I don't partake in alcohol at all. Just don't really like the taste, to be honest. And also, I prefer to be able to, you know, make wise decisions, shall we say, without being inebriated. Level 17 is fine. If you only started, to be honest, I feel like just pull for Gin, and then get yourself Grimjow, because then you can build, like, pretty decent teams. Like, get yourself Torsen, get yourself Sajin, and then when Rangiko's gonna get released, pretty much your Thrust team is sorted, and just use Keyskip for Grimjow, and basically you're gonna have two really solid teams, which are gonna last you for a while. And after that, you can start focusing on, like, Slasher and Spirit later, but for now, Gin and Grimjow should last you a while. Listen, I was never on a cough syrup grind, personally. I know that some people go drunk off their gourd on it, but that wasn't the kind of grind I was on it. To be honest, the best advice I can give is, if you just, well, it depends what you have on your account right now, but, like, the best advice I can give in general is to reroll first. So, the reason for that is because otherwise you're gonna waste, like, 80 pulls unless you get lucky to get your first limited character. And those 80 pulls, especially at the beginning, are very crucial, because think about it this way: if you reroll and get a limited character 110 pull, you're essentially guaranteeing yourself the next limited character as well, instead of, you know, spending your time grinding Spirit Jades later. That's the best advice I can give. And after that, just get yourself Keyskip, because, you know, he just needs it for everyone. If you're going for Gin, get yourself Torsen as well, very crucial for him. Get yourself Sergeant if you're planning to go for Grimjow next. And after that, just kind of build your teams, you know, grind the game, and save up your Spirit Jades until the character you want to come out. Don't feel pressure to summon for everyone, but as a rule of thumb, you kind of want a good team for Slash, Spirit, Thrust, and Strike. So basically, as long as you have those, you kind of sorted. Hi there, John, by the way. Hopefully you're doing well. Glad to see you. Listen, Angel, I'm not promoting anything. I'm just giving an advice, you know? I'm just giving you a pro strat of how to achieve enlightenment. And also, you're not the one to say you spent... How many hours rerolling, Angel? Remind me. Unbelievable. I know about it. Greg tried to force me to watch it, and I refused. Exactly, Angel. So you're not the one to say. You don't have a horse in this race either. You're just as bad as me. And to be fair, I lead by example. I spent 20 hours rerolling, okay? I'm just giving you the best strat. Whether you follow it or not, that's up to you. Would I recommend it? Yes. Would I recommend for your sanity's sake? No. For your account's sake? Yes. Okay, let's see. Is there anything decent? Every time I get decent sub rolls, the main stat is either defense or HP. Unbelievable. I mean, I might, Kagura, I might. To be honest, no, okay, I would reroll personally, Because the thing is, you kind of want Gin. I'd say, like, as a rule of thumb, you always want to start with a limited character on your account. And it's relatively easy to reroll in this game. Because all you need to do is just basically create a Crunchyroll account with the dummy email. You don't even have to use your real email. Because for whatever reason, Crunchyroll accounts, you can set them up without verifying them. So you basically create like 1,000 of them, which is what I did when I was re-rolling, and just keep using them over and over again. And just basically just select whatever email you want, and then just at the end like type a number, and just keep changing the number in the end. Use the same password. That's kind of what I did. Awesome, Liz. If you're a child, then I might as well be a prepubescent baby myself. Unbelievable. Ooh, this is actually decent. This might be a good one. We'll roll that later. Okay, let's keep going. We want a good thrust piece. You delete your Google account? Probably because you didn't want the almighty Gemini spying on you, Selena. My guess would be. I mean, you don't have to. Okay, as I said, re-rolling is not mandatory. It's just if you want like the best start. If you don't want to re-roll, I just say go for Gin right now. Basically, get Gin, get his weapon if you can, and after that, try out Grimjo. See if you like him. Since you already have Yorichi, you don't need him. But if you want to get him, you could. I wouldn't recommend it personally if you're not re-rolling, because Yorichi will be good enough for you. And as I say, you just kind of want to build 2 solid teams, because the only time you really need 3 teams is when you reach level 65, so you're quite far from there. You still have a few months at least before you get there. So pretty much just level up 2 teams, your main teams, and grind Frenzy Feast, grind your battle rewinds, you know, join a decent guild, get some rewards from there because you get some pills. And you basically enjoy the game. It's kind of all you need. I appreciate that, Selena. I appreciate that. Well, to be honest, you can get base stamps relatively easy. And to be fair, Yorichi is the only, like, standard unit DPS that you can get, because everybody else is essentially support tactical unit. So if you're not going for, you know, limited characters, she's actually your best bet. Because I feel like after Grimjo, we're probably going to enter a phase where DPS is not going to be there for a while, because I personally think that we're going to have like tactical and support units for every class essentially released first, because more likely than not they're gonna try to make a limited team for every single typing and then start to release like units like DPSs again. Probably. I wouldn't bank on that, but that would be my guess personally. Maybe they're gonna release another like slasher DPS before then, because Ichigo has been quite a while back, so majority of people probably don't have him. But after that, you know, we have like Ulquiorra, we have Nell, we have Soiform, we have Mayuri, who are all like tactical support units. Liz, I'm pretty sure the meds will only make it worse. For you, at least. Spirits, fans. Okay, nothing too exciting. Okay, well, be very careful what you say after that. I see. Smart decision, Gagaro. Smart decision. Couldn't blame you. I'll be in the same boat. I... That's a very... That's a very kind thing to say, Draven, but... My sanity has left the chat long time ago, let me tell you. It has been seen for a while. Angel, calling an individual that plays 10 gacha games on a daily basis sane is like calling me, you know, a very intelligent, well put together member of society. It's just not true. And you know it. That's exactly what I'm saying, Kedra. That's exactly what I'm saying. Wait, did I get 5? Hold up. That was strange because I've seen 2 chests pop out and there was like 5 of them. I don't know what that was about. I thought the game bugged out for a second and gave me a bunch of them. I guess I was too eager for a second there. Wow, Kakaro, way to flip the script on this. Unbelievable. Also, Angel, I don't know about that. I mean, I guess I can relate to an extent, but belief can only get you so far before, you know, FBI gets in your case. Yeah, Ichigo is a limited character. You could only get him before, when the game just launched, for the first, like, 2 weeks. I think the next time you would be able to get him would probably be when he reruns, which I'm not sure when they're gonna do it. Because so far we had like, what, 4 limited characters? So I don't think it's anytime soon. But in the future, most likely what's gonna happen was they're gonna release like the limited character and then gonna release a rerun at some point. It's probably gonna be like a double banner type of system. Exactly, Liz got a point. There's a man in all of us. Man, I keep getting struck. Just give me a good thrust piece. That's all I need. It's okay, okay. Like I said, I think the next slasher DPS will probably be Kenpachi. Don't really know when he releases. Might be after Grimmjow, but I believe it's most likely will be Ulquiorra, just because of the events that we have in right now, where it's like Grimmjow and Ulquiorra. And usually what they do is they give you like a sneak preview of the character they're gonna release next. Like we had, you know, Gin previously with like Toshiro and whatnot. And then obviously Aizen's event was Aizen, Gin, and Tosa. So they kind of give you like a rough idea of who to expect, I'd say. At least right now, I'm not sure in the future, but... Hard mode, do you mean in story? Because if you're talking about story, you just need to level up high enough. It basically unlocks as soon as you clear out the normal mode. Which I believe you can fully unlock at level 55? Somewhere there? Not 100% sure, it has been a while since I did. Okay, that's not good enough. No. Nope. Hi there, Joel. Hopefully you're doing well. I personally, unless you really like him, I would say not really. Not because he's a bad character, I just feel like DPSs have the lowest longevity in these kinds of games, so going all in on them is usually not advisable, I'd say, unless you're planning to B6 other units in the future. Simply because there probably will be a better unit coming out later, and B6ing characters like Aizen, for example, is just a better value for you because he's a utility unit, so you can use him in any team, and he's just gonna last you so much longer. But if you like Gin, I'd say go for it. Otherwise, I would advise to, you know, save for other units. I mean, Cedric, sometimes copies are worth it, you know? I never went for them, but sometimes, you know, it does make characters better. Because, for example, Aizen in this game, like, you get him to B4, and he'll literally ignore 65% of defense. And that's just crazy. Sadvik is not pulling any punches, unbelievable. Okay, nothing too great, unfortunately. I mean, to be honest, like, when it comes to dupes, I have the mentality of I'd much rather have a new unit than have the same unit with two dupes. You know, it's like, I do get the, if it's your favorite unit, absolutely understandable, but for majority of the games I played, I don't think I ever went for dupes. Maybe like one dupe, but from memory I don't think I ever did. Unless I go lucky and like got them early, maybe. But other than that, I don't know, it's just, I'd much rather have a new toy to play with than have an old toy that's like twice as strong. You know, it's just, I don't know. Unless, as I said, it's my favorite unit. Because, for example, I really like Yamamoto, and I might consider going for his dupes if his dupes are like cracked. But other than that, I don't think I will ever go for any of them. Sadwick, I'm pretty sure we have bigger issues than making laws for gacha terms. But you know what? I like your enthusiasm. I like where your head is heading. Spirit damage. No, we won't. I was just referring to units as in a toy, you know? A little Toy Story reference for you. It's like a little, you know... It's like Woody, you know? You play with him for years upon years, and some point when a new shiny Buzz Lightyear shows up, you just throw the Woody on the ground, never to be seen again. That's kind of how I feel about characters as well. Not all of them, but majority of them. I mean, to be fair, I don't think any of us particularly shine in the intellectual department, shall we say. Because if you play gacha games, you're already signing your fate, you know? Okay, let's see. Man, still nothing. Okay, I think what we're gonna do for now, I'm gonna level up my Byakuya because I think he's almost at a level cap. So I need a little bit more of these for him. How much does he need? Okay, he needs 6 of them. Alright, that's doable. So we're gonna pre-farm a few of these quickly. and then get back to the stamps. Man, I'm slowly running out of pills. I had so many yesterday, 180 in fact. And I'm at a measly 30. Unbelievable. Rage bait is basically when somebody's trying to purposefully annoy you in order to get reaction out of you. In a nicest terms, shall we say. Well, Sidewig was a little bit more intellectual description, I guess. Rage bait is never like a pleasant term to be thrown around, but you know, sometimes it could be used for comedic purposes, shall we say. Well, Kakarot, he's a lawkeeper for a reason, you know? That's his main hustle. Yeah, Draven is basically just a little fun side activity, shall we say, where the more you talk, the higher your level gets, and some people in chat like to compete, you know. I think Liz is at the top of the food chain right now, and she, basically, if you come to challenge her title, she will, you know, smite you where you stand, so be careful. And I think Kakarot is close second, so he's on Liz's toes essentially. And he's gonna sneak around. Gonna pull out Omayawana Shinderu on her one of these days, and she's never gonna see it coming. And Angel's like a sleeper one, you know? He's gonna climb one of these days without anybody noticing. Well, that's one way of seeing it, Draven. That's one way of seeing it. I mean, to be honest, I never did rage bait myself, personally, so I don't have, like, an opinion on the matter. But personally, I feel like it could be fun to, like, joke about things. But if you're just rage baiting for the sake of annoying somebody, that's not fun. As long as, you know, the person that you're doing it to can laugh at the end as well, I feel like that's when, you know, justifiable. But if you're just doing it for annoying's sake, they're just annoying. Alright. So we need a couple more. Actually, do we have any green ones? Okay, we have green ones, so I think actually one more should be enough. On the levels, Kakarot. Come on, keep up. I believe Liz is level 10 and you level 9 or something. I mean, there might be somebody higher that I'm not aware of, but I'm pretty sure. I don't even know who the third one is, to be fair. Wow, Cedric has got full geopolitical mode over there. Unbelievable. My favorite country to visit? Well, I haven't been, like, everywhere, but from the countries that I have been into, I'd say Japan, probably. Because for me, personally, I just really enjoy Eastern cuisine, and I just really like the nature over there. Like, I've been skiing there quite a lot in Hokkaido. I really enjoy the forest scenery there. The people are extremely nice, and the only thing they have a problem with there is door frames, because for whatever reason, people over like 6 feet don't exist there, I guess. So every door frame is extremely small. But other than that, you know, it's a very nice place there. I enjoy visiting as much as I can. Listen, Sadvik, I was just saying how it is. I didn't even bring up my height. Unbelievable. Like, I was just giving you the good, but also the bad. I don't know. What do you want me to say? Liz, I didn't say anything. What are you talking about? I literally was just talking about Japan right now. I didn't say nothing. Okay. Let's level up on Byakuya. There we go. I didn't realize to go. Oh, actually go his little portrait. We'll take that. I guess we'll do both of these. Okay. Now that that's sorted, we can come back to stamps and get hopefully get a few decent ones. Unbelievable, Kagura. It was. Look, you can't bait me into talking about my height. Okay, it doesn't count. I have to mention it naturally. You can't just cross off the bingo card like that. That's not how bingo works. You can't just be like, oh, by the way, Lux, what do you think about number 64? I'll be like, well, 64 is pretty... Okay, good. Mention 64, very nice. Look, it's not my fault, Liz, that I was, you know, left in the oven a little bit too long when I was baking, and I just grew up into Goliath. There I am. If you go hit B4, to be honest, I don't actually know what hit B6 does. Let me check for you, Joel. I'll let you know what I think. After we're done with this, because to be fair, I haven't looked at his dupes, so I don't really know what his B6 gives him. Listen, Keko, I don't even mention that often. And when I do, it's because somebody asks. Unbelievable. Who do you take me for? My favorite dish? To be fair, I mean, I'm pretty easy when it comes to food. I'm not, like, super picky. I'd say beef stroganoff is probably my go-to, like, comfort meal, because I grew up on, like, very basic food, I'd say, like a lot of, you know, meats with, like, potatoes or... you know, grains, stuff like that. There wasn't anything like super exquisite. And one of the best like comfort foods I used to get was when I visited my grandparents. My grandma would make like some very nice mashed potatoes and beef stroganoff, and she would put it on top, and basically that would be my meal. And just very comforting food for me. If you never had it, it's basically very thinly sliced strips of beef. You can make it with like chicken as well if you want. There's no really like, you know, beef stroganoff police is gonna come after you if you don't use beef. But beef is like traditional, and you basically stew it with a bunch of cream and mushrooms until it reduces to have like a gravyish type consistency. And you can eat it with noodles, but I personally think the mashed potatoes is the way to go. So that's my personal favorite, I'd say. Listen, Cyphic, somebody asked me, what do you want me to do? Unbelievable. I used to eat steak like all the time, but red meat is just too heavy on my stomach nowadays. So I switched to like fish more than anything. But I do like mushrooms a lot. I think mushrooms are pretty good as well, Liz. And mushrooms are one of the only foods in the world which you can't like physically overcook, because like their molecular structure is built in such a way that basically no matter how long you cook them, they will not dry out, so they will never like become super spongy, which is great if you me, because the only food that I can't ruin, even if I tried. Okay, what was I doing? I kind of forgot. Ah, right. I was, sorry, Joel. I completely forgot. I was gonna check the Gin's boundary. So what B6 does. The ultimate inflicts snake venom on the enemy, dealing damage equal to 50% every second. Explodes after 12 seconds, dealing further to 40% of total damage. Okay, well, charging technique and additional wide thrust attack without interrupting the charge. The attack range increases with charge time, dealing up to 600% damage. Okay, that actually seems pretty nice. I'd say if you like Gin, because you already went for B4. Hell, 100%. Wow. That's pretty crazy, to be honest. I'd say it is worthwhile, especially if you already have B4. Because it seems like his skill improves, like, quite significantly, to be honest. So I'd say it is worthwhile going for it. If you already have gone that far. Okay, let's keep going. My favorite color? I don't really have one, to be honest, but I'd say blue probably. I really like blue. Purple as well. It's between blue and purple. I don't have a pet, Angel. I feel like Draven is asking me all the security questions, you know, the kind where when you set up your account, like bank account, and they ask you, what's the name of your first pet? Where did you go to school? What's the last name of your mother's maiden name? It's like, okay, well. Well, Liz do be flexing. Well, I didn't read it, Angel, did I? Because if I did, I would have acknowledged it. I was too busy reading the Dupes of Gin, because somebody asked me to. Hobby? The thing is, I used to, like, play basketball a lot when I was younger. And that used to be, like, my pastime hobby a lot. But nowadays, I don't have the time or the energy, really. So, I do enjoy running. I think, like, running is probably one of those, like, rare cases where I just zone out for, like, an hour in the morning. And I just, you know, I usually catch up on, like, either music that I wanted to listen or, like, maybe throwing in a podcast or whatever. And just kind of zone out, think about stuff, and just, you know, exercise. Which is kind of nice. Unless it's raining outside, which then it sucks, but let's pretend it doesn't rain, which usually does, but let's just pretend it doesn't. It's pretty nice. Well, at least he's asking me something instead of straight up slandering me like you guys. Unbelievable. I don't think so, Angel. Have you ever tried to run while it's raining? It's not the best. Listen, Cedric, I'm just answering the questions. I don't know what to tell you. You could ask me a question as well. It's not like you don't have that option. Fair enough, Liz. Equilibrium at its finest. This could be decent. This could be decent. If we don't get anything better, I'll try to roll this. Because alignment, crit damage, flat attack, which is not ideal, but ultimate charge. Like, they're 4 decent stats, so that it's not terrible. I'll do a few more runs, like, we'll do maybe 10 more pills or so, and if I don't get anything better, we'll just stick for that one, wasn't it, for now. Oh, very nice, Raven, very nice. It's always good to, you know, enrich your knowledge. Don't mind these guys, they just jealous. Of your yearning for knowledge. Well, actually, to be fair, I'm pretty sure everybody here has knowledge of at least 2 languages. Except Star. Star, the only language she knows is freedom. But everybody else is multi- or bilingual, at least. My favorite sport? Probably basketball. I don't really watch sports, to be honest. I'm not a big, like, sports head guy, but I do enjoy playing them, basically. And, like, I used to be basketball team captain in the high school. Used to go on a lot of competitions and whatnot, so I have a pretty strong attachment to it. I also used to do quite a bit of judo, so I like judo as well. But judo is not really, I wouldn't classify it as sport, even though it is. It's not really what I did it for. It was just, I really enjoyed the community feel of it. It was just fun, you know, hanging out with like-minded people. But sport-wise, basketball definitely. Listen, Kakarot, sometimes I gotta, you know, say it how it is. And it wasn't even a slander, it was a compliment more than anything. Because who wouldn't want to learn the freedom language, huh? You can never have too much freedom. Unless you live in Florida, that is, like, Star. Because then, you know, after that article that we read of somebody wrestling an alligator on my birthday, I felt like my life changed for the better. Because now I'll make it a tradition to Google it every year on my birthday, just to see if the same man fighting an alligator in my honor. As a yearly tradition. I am tall, I'm relatively endowed in height department, shall we say. I'm 195 centimeters, so that's about 6'4", pretty much. Slash damage, no, we'll like to see. Oh, you have stays as well, guys. I didn't know that. Because I saw you only roll with, like, cities. That's interesting. No, Draven. I was born in Ukraine originally. Lived there for majority of my well, half my life really, because I moved to UK when I was 12, and grew up there. My mom is she was born, I believe. It's kind of hard to pinpoint because she grew up in like USSR era, but I believe she was born in Kiev, I think. Because we did have some family in like Russia before, but I don't believe she was born there, from memory at least. And my biological dad, he was born in Kiev, definitely. So yeah. I'm 100%, you know, Eastern European, shall we say. With a little bit of genes to Japanese side, shall we say, because my grandfather on my mother's side is from Japan. And he moved to Ukraine when he met my grandma. And, you know, the settled down. But other than that, I was pretty much born there, and that's about it. Well, it's kind of hard to pinpoint, because the thing is, when she was growing up, it was USSR, so it was combined everything, so there wasn't, like, clear borders. It's not fake, I'm just telling you how it is. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, let's recycle all of this. Fine. Okay, let's go back. We'll do a few more runs. We'll probably do until I have 20 pills, and I still have 20 just to level up Gin and toss into a higher level. Well, fortunately for me, Sadvik, my family moved out when, you know, before the things turned sour, shall we say, because my uncle moved out to Japan when I was about 10, and both my grandparents from both sides also moved out. My mom's grandparents live in Spain right now, and my biological dad's grandparents from that side, they moved out to, I believe, they stay in Italy right now. Tacos are indeed from Mexico. That's a very I see you trying to get into Liz's good books. That's a good start. That's a good start. Just don't mention Tex-Mex to her at all. Because if you do, that's a fighting words for lists. Yeah, I know, Sadvika, I know. I was pretty fortunate in that regard. I mean, I did have some friends there who still stayed over, And that was a bit unfortunate, but, you know, that's just life for you, unfortunately. Bad things sometimes happen. Not much you can do about it. Listen, Liz, I was just saying, some people think the Mexican food comes from Texas. I'm just saying, I'm not one of them, I'm just telling you how it is. I legitimately seen people before who think Mexican food came from Texas, is all I'm gonna say. Personally? Define personally. Face to face, no. But, you know, we know each other relatively well, I'd say yes. I mean, it might as well be an ear crime, Liz. Because I'm sure whenever they do say that it's Mexican food, your ears start bleeding. I wouldn't say all of them are Draven. I mean, they do like good food over there, you know? I mean, I remember I read like an article about a place called Heart Attack Grill over there. Actually, I think I watched a video about it, now that I think about it. And basically, it's a place where you would eat, like, egregious amounts of food. And the entire premise is if you're above, I think, 300 or 400 pounds, you eat for free, but you have to wear, like, a hospital gown. And if you don't finish your food, you get spanked by a paddle at the end. Or they put you on, like, display and spank you publicly. Which, I don't know why it's appealing to people, but like a lot of waiters there dressed up as nurses as well, and the guy that runs it is a doctor of all people. So I don't know. It's a strange concept. It's a battle royale where, you know, Sadvik gets with a bunch of people and they play Rubik's Cube until one of them solves them. The one that solves them the fastest is a winner. No shame in owning a Rubik's Cube, Kagro, come on. It's an intellectual individual's game. To be fair, I try to remember if I actually ever solved a Rubik's Cube in my time. Because I don't think I ever owned one. But I might have sold one when, you know, somebody brought it to, like, school or something. But I don't remember exactly. Because I've seen videos of people, like, solving the Rubik's Cube in, like, seconds. Like, legitimately seconds. And that was just really impressive to me. Because you give me a Rubik's Cube, I mean, that's at least an hour. It will take me to, like, decipher what I need to do. And maybe another hour to actually solve it. And that's, in a best case scenario. It could take more. Is that 1 hour, 6 minutes, or 1 minute, 6 seconds, Sadvik? Because depending on your answer, it will define how impressive it is. Sadvik is there, like, Flash himself, you know? Fiddling around with Rubik's Cube. 1 minute, 6 seconds? Golly, Sadvik. This man. I'm pretty sure you'll give me a Rubik's Cube, and in a minute, the only thing I'm gonna do is contemplate my life choices that led me to that point. Listen, don't slander Liz about her email. endeavors. Sometimes a woman has to send an email, nothing wrong with that. I appreciate it, Aaron. I appreciate it. I mean, we're just joking around. Everybody here that you see in chat, they're all regulars. So, when we joke around, like, you know, poking at each other, it's all in good fun. We're not actually, like, mad at each other or anything like that. Ooh, Draven, don't say that. Don't say that. It's in America, okay? No USA. USA is a country. America is a continent. Listen, Liz. Excuse them, okay? Don't start war crime. No, Liz, don't. Come on. Let's be civil. Draven, just don't do that. Oof. If you can't finish the story 4, just grind some upgrade materials and basically just level up your characters. That's kind of the only thing you can really do. If you can clear it fast enough. Because, I mean, you don't really have any other options. So just get your level higher, upgrade your characters a little bit more, and then try again. That's unfortunately all you can do. I mean, if you are in USA, they do be thinking that it's entire content, but... majority of people, that's not the case. Yeah, I just say leveling up a little bit higher, okay? Liz is a very calm individual unless you bring up her heritage. Because she'll fight tooth and nail if you say that Mexico is part of USA. That's essentially a war crime in her book. Okay, let's see if we got something decent. Kakuro, don't add fuel to the fire. There's gonna be an angry Canadian crowd coming after you soon enough. Man, why is it strike? Come on, give me thrust. US is in Mexico. Sidewick is flipping the script. Listen, I'm not saying anything, Liz. I don't know how I got involved in this. I'm an innocent bystander in this crossfire. I have no say in anything. I mean, no if Zadvik has anything to say with this. You don't know what kind of man he is. He'll take US and just throw it into Mexico. Whether like it or not. I mean, kinda in the same vein, I guess, Kagura. In the same vein. Fair take, Liz. Fair take. HP, no want. Okay, that's not a bad one. That's usable. I think you'd enjoy much more on emulator, to be honest, okay? Because it feels much smoother on mobile, personally, for me, at least. Because on my phone, I don't really like playing too much, unless it's on auto. Because it just feels much better with keyboard and mouse for me, personally. And I think on PC, you can also plug in your controller, I believe, if you want to. As an option. Wow. This is like watching an episode of Sopranos. The betrayal on every corner. Greg just gonna show up out of nowhere like Godfather himself. He'll be like, you dare cross my family. You're gonna regret your choices. No, Sadhvik is from India. Although, you never know. Sadhvik is a Mr. Worldwide over there. He could have crossed the borders already. Ah, Slash, come on. Listen, Dominic Toretto is not showing up, no matter how hard you try. We wish. I didn't say anything, Liz. I was literally just an innocent bystander in this entire exchange. I mean, family is first, crime second, Kakarot. That's what Fast and Furious series told me. Strike. No, we want. Oh, man. Man, Sadvik. Coming straight for the juggler, huh? Pablo is merely a pawn within Lisa's scheme, you know? He's not even worthy of her time. Let's just say Liz has a product. It all depends if you have the money to buy it. Ooh, that's gonna cost you a pretty penny, Draven. Trust me, many tried before. None succeeded. That's what they all say, Liz. That's what they all say. Alright, let's see what we get. Spirit damage, man. We have no luck with the thrust pieces today. We got one decent enough, but nothing too exciting, unfortunately. I think we'll run a few more times and then level up the units. I mean, he did try to build the wall. See how that panned out. The price was too expensive. And clearly Liz didn't want to pay for it, so didn't quite work out. What about an endless supply of corn, Liz? Corn as far as I can see. So much corn, in fact, that you can build an entire new country out of it. Yeah, okay, pretty much. I mean, story is like your best shot at leveling up at the beginning, at least, until you clear it all. Because usually it takes, I want to say, 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe, to clear it fully. And after that, you're pretty much just playing the long game of grinding materials, grinding stamps, leveling up your characters, and, you know, just playing the game essentially. Yeah, Liz, but I'm talking about endless supply of corn. Just think of possibilities. Corn is pretty much equivalent to the holy, you know, sacred fruit, shall we say. You know Adam and Eve with a, like, forbidden apple? That's essentially what corn is to Liz. It's, you know, it's a food, it's a way of life, and it's a deity that they all worship. Why may I say one of the greatest vegetables out there? Wow, Kakarot is really gonna start an invasion of some kind. Hi there, Ichigo, hopefully doing well. I think this game, like, in comparison, because I played both, granted I haven't played Brave Souls in a hot minute, but this game doesn't actually force you to summon for every character, and also the amount of pulls you get, even as a free-to-play, you pretty much can guarantee yourself almost every single character. Especially if you get lucky on them, and even if you don't, if you have to go to hard pity for them, you still can guarantee yourself at least one character every other month. So this game is much more generous, and there's no, like, 50-50 either, so you're guaranteed to get a character that you want. So I'd say this game is at least twice as good, if not more, personally, in my opinion. But only time will tell. I mean, it's only 2 months old, and so far, all the decisions they've been making, the devs, have been pretty good, I'd say. I mean, to be fair, you don't really eat corn by itself a lot of the times. To Kakarot, you know, just to play devil's advocate for a second, in a lot of cases, you use corn with something else. Unless you use it as an ingredient to make something like, you know, trying to think what you make out of corn, except tortilla. Like, I don't know. Please help me out. And to be fair, as a kid, I used to eat corn quite often, just on a cob, because my grandparents, they used to live in a village, used to grow it, and one of the fond memories I have is going picking it up, and then roasting it on like charcoal grill, and then just slash some butter on it, and I mean a little bit of salt, and you just have a good time. No worries, Ichigo. Glad I could be of help. Okay. Let's level up again and Torsen first. And then if we have some pills left over, we'll probably jump onto stamps again. And try to get them. Let's see. Okay, I think I logged the other ones, but just in case I haven't. Just regular yellow corn. I mean, they did grow like the red one as well. But that one we used for popcorn. I remember used to make popcorn as a kid, and that was pretty nice as well. Because I don't really know like the difference between corn. It was just yellow. That's all I know, really. Okay, doesn't look like there's anything too exciting here. I thought I got 2 of these, actually, but maybe it was something else. Okay. So we have 2 here. Do we have any decent ones on this side? Okay, so we got ultimate charge. We got this attack one. I respect your wrong opinion. That's quite a way of saying you're wrong, Liz. I respect that, though. I respect that. Okay, let's try to level up this. Actually, let's see, let me see. Okay, I need more of these. It was sweet, yeah. It was like just big cob of corn. I mean, for the longest time, I thought that was the only corn that is out there. I know there's different types now, but like, I wouldn't be able to tell you what it was. For me, I mean, I grew up on potatoes personally, so for me, personal preference is potatoes, but like, I like both. I grew up eating a lot of corn as well. It's like, staple. Because like in Eastern Europe, we eat vegetables pretty much all the time. So, and corns are like in a lot of food as well. Well, I'm not talking like canned corn type sweetness. It's more like just natural sweetness, I guess. But as I say, I have no idea about the difference. I didn't even know there was anything but sweet corn, to be honest. Is there like a salty one or something? I mean, a lot does exist, but like you add things to it to make it like, you know, more savory, shall we say. But I don't think there's like naturally spicy or salty corn out there. I mean, it might be salty ones out there, but I don't think spicy one. Unless you grow it in like chili powder or something. Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what I meant as well. Like, obviously you can add things to it. And, like, butter is obviously the staple. You can add salt. You can add pepper, you know, chili powder. I mean, you name it, you can go as crazy as you want. Maybe even some, like, cream cheese if you feel like it. I feel like I'm just gonna wake up one of these days in the back of, you know, truck with Liz in the driver's seat, just trying to smuggle me out to Mexico. And then taking me around the Mexico City trying to feed me the local specialities, be like, this is what real Mexican food tastes like, do you understand? Meanwhile, I'm vigorously not handcuffed in the back seat. I am single indeed, Raven. I don't have time for romance. There's too many gacha games to be played. Okay, I think I need a bit more of these. I don't think you can eat raw corn, can you, Liz? I'm pretty sure you should boil it anyway. Like, I know you can grill it instead, but boiling's usually, like, the primary method, I believe. I knew as soon as I said that Liz was writing down, you know? Just frantically searching for no notepad, being like, can you repeat that again, please? In her diary. Plan number 65 on how to teach Lux to be a cultured individual. Oh, that's interesting. Because I don't think I ever had a corn that wasn't, like, sweet. Like, obviously we're not talking syrup type of sweet, but it's usually is pretty, like, sugary in a way, I guess. That's why I usually add, like, salt and butter to it if you want to make it more savory. Oh, you can? I mean, you probably can, Kagura. I never done it. Because, is it still, like, soft? Because I thought the entire idea of boiling corn is because it's, like, super tough. So you can't really bite into it. Okay, let me... Okay, crit rate. Hold up. We might be cooking. We might be cooking over here. As Toda would say, Angelina Jolie style. Because, you know, I gotta follow with my boys' suggestion. I learned that depending on how you answer one question, that's gonna define your entire existence. And that's what he said, and that's what I shall say. I believe that was the case, wasn't it? I still remember that scene of Yuji and Toda just having their whole exchange, and when Toda shed that tear, man, I felt like I was right there with them. Oh, jeez. Wow, that sounds actually much more exciting, Gakura. Because the only thing I ever did in my classes was study, like, marketing and whatnot. Going actually out there in the wild and, and, like, hunter-gathering your own food sounds way more exciting. Ultimate charge. That's okay, I guess. This could be a decent toss-in piece, so I'll level up fully. Oh man, flat attack. This is no ideal. I mean, I'll keep it for now, but yeah, it's not a keeper for a long time, unfortunately. Okay. Let's try to level up this one. I think. Man, none of them have alignment damage. That's kind of annoying. I guess I'll go with this one because Torsen needs ultimate charge. So I feel like this will be a better investment. Hi there, Zaxel. Great to see you. Hopefully doing well. Yeah, working on stabs, trying to get my Gin up to speed. Wow, that's quite harsh punishment, Kakra. Crit damage. Okay, okay. Love that. Ultimate charge rate. That's okay. I guess it'll be a toss and piece. Probably. Let's see if we can roll all the way. Yeah, pretty much grinding. I mean, there's no really any other way. Okay, this is not a terrible piece. For Torsen, I think it will be alright. I appreciate Draven. I appreciate it. It's nothing to do with being a whale, Kakra. Unbelievable. Okay, there we go. This will be fine for now. No ideal piece, but it should be okay. Okay, let me see. We got crit rate on this, so what does he get from his weapon? We get 25%. No, 30%. Okay, so he gets 30% crit rates. We're getting 16. Okay. Okay, I'll use that one for now. No, actually I haven't. We probably will be trying it in a second after I'm done level up my characters and after we get Gin's color stamp, hopefully. I just need to figure out if I need more crit damage or crit rate on him to try to level this up. I feel like crit damage might be the best stat to go for him. Dark rolling up its high there. Hopefully doing well. Okay, need more. Oh, very nice, Axel, very nice. I mean, I don't know how hard it is yet. But hopefully we'll be able to clear it. Let's see. Don't really need this one. I think I'll go for this one, because crit rate's decent, but I think crit damage is working in the long run better for him. I don't know if he needs ultimate charge though. 153% ultimate charge seems a lot for him, but that will be my future toss and piece, so I think that works out. I need more of these. he actually levels you up all the way. Absolutely no worries, Doc. I mean, probably for the better. Let's be real. You better go study, get your knowledge on, Doc. Be a good student. Let's see. Okay, so it doesn't actually give him... Okay, so it doesn't actually boost him up to... Okay, I think that might be worse then. We'll level it up straight. Okay. Okay. Crit damage. It's not too bad. I need more. Need more. Okay, let's go farm this a little bit more. Doc is a very studious kind of individual. Can't blame the little man. He's got aspirations, dreams. Okay. I think after this, our Gin will be relatively okay built. Torsen will be a little bit in the air. Not the best build, unfortunately. I don't have another thrust piece for him. I'm probably gonna just swap the one that I have on Gin right now to him later. But for now, it should be workable. Yes, Liz, I'm listening. What question do you have for me? I may or may not have the answers. Liz, how many times do I need to tell you? The only way I will accept you is when you start doing more damage than me. That is your challenge. We've been through this before. And also my guild is full at the moment, unfortunately. Too many people want to join my tier empire. I don't know. And all of them do more damage than me, Liz, so they clearly understood the assignment. Listen, Liz, I'll consider it. When we level up, I'll consider it. I legitimately don't think we have space right now. Ooh. Yeah, this is, I mean, it's not terrible, I guess, but it's not great. I'll try to level up this one. See if this one's better. This one's not much better. Ultimate charge rate, yeah. Okay, I'll just use this one for now. Probably... Let's put this one for now on Torsen, I think. Listen, Liz, as I said, when we have space, I'll consider it. And yeah, Draven, I do have a guild that I made when the guild system released. This one actually might be decent for him. Unless I have something better. Spirits. Okay, now slash spirit strike. Okay, doesn't look like I have anything better. That's fine. Okay, so we'll just put this for now, and let's put this for now. What was our alignments? Thrust damage. The message. This one's actually not too bad, but I think the other one's a little bit better. Yeah, this one. And this one will do. Absolutely no worries, Draven. Was a pleasure seeing you. Hopefully you have a good evening, and I'll catch you later. I wouldn't mind, Liz. I wouldn't mind. Sorry. I go a bit too absorbed in this building scenario, shall we say? I feel like Bob the Builder over here, building the characters. Okay. That's fine for now. It's not ideal, but... This will do. Okay, so... Now what I need to do is... try to get Gin's core stamp, I think. That's basically going to be the next plan of action. Let's see if we can get it relatively quickly. Hopefully that will be the case. Looks like it delayed slightly, but hopefully not too bad. Okay, let's see if we can manifest some better luck than we have with stamps into core stamps, and hopefully get Gin relatively quickly. And then after we're done building both him and Torsen, we're gonna jump straight into Frenzy Feast probably, and see if we can do some decent damage there. Would be nice if we can get some secret rooms going. That would be pretty cool. No upgrades. Okay, let's see. Can we get lucky on golden boxes? Ah, man. Okay, fine. That's okay. The first round is always a cool up. A warm-up, rather. I was gonna say cooldown. Man, my brain is cooled down, clearly. So far, so good. Oh, did the chat go delayed again? Okay. Hold up. Let Mr. IT man over here try to fix it. Okay. I don't know why this keeps happening, but okay. Let's see if that works. Ooh, we got some nice golden upgrades. We take that. Okay, gain shards. That's good, but we won't gain actual cost him. Okay, nothing too exciting there. Fixing the chat every time is a bit of a roll in the dice because I'm just trying to do random things until they work. Fix it. Try to refresh the browser. I think that will work. Ah man, shouts on. There's actually already a Rangiku stamp in here. I didn't know that. That's interesting. So you can already get her from here. Huh. Well, that's fascinating. Okay. Let me quickly try to restart the chat quickly. Okay, that should hopefully have fixed it. Hold up, Liz. I'm being Mr. IT man over here. Oh, we got quite a few gold box upgrades. We take those. Oh, 10 shards of Ichigo. That's actually not too bad. Okay, let's do one run here now. And see if we can get lucky with Gin's full stamp. I'm trying my best, Liz. I'm trying to figure out what happened there. Because it seems like it just bugs out for no reason. There's no actual rhyme or pattern to it.